Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today, as you can probably tell in the background, I've returned to Cannock Chase. It's been a long while since I've been here. For me anyway, it's been at least a couple of months. I think with the exception of doing the German war cemetery with my daughter, the actual foresty part I've not been to for a while. But I've been meaning to come back for weeks, and I've just been sort of like graveyard after graveyard. Mainly because of the weather, I suppose. But I read a couple of days ago on a Facebook forum that there's a guy who probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago from now, as I'm recording this, in this area here, he saw a black-eyed child, describing it as roughly around about an 8 or a 9-year-old girl wearing very old dress, like a white dress, like sort of Victorian era. She was apparently stood, God almighty. That wasn't a cold shiver, that was just a... Good morning, is there anybody here with me? I've just had a real... Something just came over me. It wasn't fear, it wasn't dread. It was just... It wasn't pleasant, put it that way. Hello, is there anybody here with me? My name is Dave. I'm here in the search of the paranormal. Particularly in this area, I'm looking for the black-eyed children, or black-eyed child. If there's more than one of you, I'm here to communicate with you. If you're willing to do so, please feel free to come and show yourself to me. I will not harm you, and I don't wish to be harmed. As I was saying, the guy that the story that I'd read, there was a young 8, 9-year-old black-eyed child stood sort of behind a tree, sort of looking out, and he felt brave enough to call and speak to it. Didn't answer, and after some short period of time, how long I don't know, he just the child just turned around and just drifted back into the forest. Man, it looks bleak today. The sun's pushing itself up. You will hear the sound of humming traffic in the back because we're quite next to it's not even it's a main road, but it's not a busy road, but I guess this time in the morning. The odd sound of gunshots in the background. And I've got a jogger coming up towards me now. What a place. Let's take a little wander up here, see what or who we encounter. bloody cold. Do you know, it's really weird because sometimes when I come to Cannock Chase, it's so peaceful and pleasant. I mean, it always is. But occasionally I do get the weird feeling, and that to happen just straight away, it was just like, I don't know. I didn't fully expect to see anything. I haven't seen anything. But it was just like, as if it was a warning. Dog walker ahead. My God. Look at this, guys. My God. Look at this, guys. You can tell just by that scene there in the background what kind of morning it is. As I've said before, guys, black-eyed children just randomly show themselves to dog walkers, who I believe this guy in question probably, yeah, he was walking his dog. You know, you got cyclists, joggers, I've said it before, and then you got people like me that come here purposely seeking these phenomenons going on in this place. I've had some sketchy sounds, not right now, but in the past. If you've seen a lot of me Cannock Chase videos, disembodied voices, creepy footsteps. But the actual sighting of a black-eyed child is something I've yet to see. Now this place where this black-eyed child was supposed to have, wasn't supposed to have seen, was seen, was just by Pie Green Tower. Now you won't see, I'll turn the camera around. I don't think it matters how badly I zoom in, you're not going to see, but in that general direction you got the BT tower, and just here through the gap of the trees, see that building there? That is Pie Green, what I believe is the water tower. And it was at this part where the guy saw the black-eyed child. Ooh, this is very, very boggy. And the black-eyed child was seen running back into the woods where I'm stood right now. So black-eyed children or black-eyed child, I will introduce myself again. My name is Dave. I would love it if you could come forward and show yourself to me. Have you got the ability to do that this morning? It is an absolute freezing cold, bleak December morning, and I've come a long way. Not really a long way, but a good hour in traffic to come and have a chat with you. Are you willing to come forward? Come on, black-eyed child. Don't be alarmed at my presence. I'm sure if you show yourself, I will be alarmed at yours. Black-eyed children have been known to show themselves early in the morning, throughout the day, and even late at night. So there is no right or wrong time to come and investigate. When they want to show themselves, they will. I don't know if it was a vehicle, but I just saw something gliding past from left to right. It could well have been a vehicle, I don't know. I don't think it's possible to see anything on the road from here, from this angle. Oh. Please come forward. And of course, when I'm here in search of the black-eyed children, it's not just the black-eyed children, it's anything paranormal, or Cannock Chase being Cannock Chase, anything cryptid as well. So I'm calling out for any spirits that do wander this wooded area, or the entity of the black-eyed children or black-eyed child. Please show your presence, come forward, please. I just want to talk to you. I want to know your story. The question to the black-eyed children or black-eyed child: you've been seen in many areas, different areas of Cannock Chase. Right where I'm stood now, you got further down into the heart of the Birches Valley area, you got the Castle Ring. 3 notorious places, 3 main hotspots. So is there one black-eyed child, or is there many black-eyed child? Because they've never, not that I've read or not that I've heard or anything, they've never been seen more than one. One time, there's just been one individual, one entity. There's never been like 2 black-eyed children being seen, 3 black-eyed, not that I'm aware of anyway. There's always a sighting of the one. But my question as well is, why is it that you another weird feeling, guys, where I feel like I'm not alone. Why is it that you roam these woods? What attachment do you have with Cannock Chase? Now, I believed a while ago, I believed that the black-eyed children were attached to the 3 girls that were murdered here. And I've tried investigations to see if there have been any connections. There are things, if you Google black-eyed children, Cannock Chase murders, they try to say that there's a connection between. But it doesn't make sense, because what the 3 children were wearing when they were taken and were brought here, some of them were wearing school uniform. So the black-eyed child stereotypically has got long black hair with a white Victorian dress. Now, the 3 schoolgirls that were taken and unalived in this place, I believe 2 of them at least, probably 3 of them, were wearing a school uniform. And I believe, I know definitely one of them had blonde hair. One of them definitely had black hair or dark brown hair. So after doing research, investigations and stuff like that, I do believe that the black-eyed children or black-eyed child, I do believe it has to be connected to the Victorian. Was it the Black Plague, the bubonic plague? There was plagues and viruses back in the 1800s, and that seems more feasible. So, if any black-eyed child can come forward and confirm what I've just said, I mean, that would be fantastic. I would love it if you could show yourself. I am alone. I could be classed as vulnerable, I suppose, being where I am by myself. I've not informed anybody where I am, apart from I told my daughter. Is it certain areas that you would like to come out to at certain times of the day? I mean, would you prefer just being out here late at night? Would you not have a preference of being here in the morning? Does that go with certain areas? You know, you might want to be seen at the Castle Ring in the morning. You might want to be just seen here at night time. Or is it just random? I'll tell you what, I don't know if you can see in the distance, there's people's houses just there. If I lived in one of those houses, I couldn't help but have a pair of bloody binoculars at the window every day. I'd probably be out here every day as well. And the amount of times I've been to this place, I really couldn't tell you. It's been that many times. And there's always somewhere that I've never been. The place is just so big. And this is one of them now. I've been where I started the video down the bottom. But where I'm heading now, I don't even know where I'm heading, but I can honestly say that I've never been at this part before. So come on, black-eyed child. Come on, don't be scared. I'm not scared. I don't think you could frighten me. The things you say to provoke reaction. Why don't you not come and have a little conversation with me? I want to know why you haunt this place. Why do you roam this place? Or you're trapped. I wonder if they're trapped in purgatory. But within Cannock Chase. Or they're trying to find a way out. Do they need help? But a lot of people say that the black-eyed children are not nice spirits because they are meant to lure people deeper into the woods for that person to become harmful, basically. I may well have said this story before, but I was a young girl. She was about 10 years old. She saw a black-eyed child and she ran after it. You know, the young girl didn't know what it was. She had no fear factor. She ran after the black-eyed child. The black-eyed child started running away from her, disappeared in thin air, so the girl stopped. And she stopped short of a 15-foot drop. Now that's a very typical thing for a black-eyed child to do. To stand in the woods. They're alleged to be sort of seen crying with their hands over their eyes. You go over and you say, are you okay? Do you want some help? Which is what I'll be inclined to say and do. Reveal their eyes, scream and run away. I tell you what, it's a long way back to the car now if something happened. Oh, lovely. Okay, this is weird. It might be just me being feeling a bit sketchy. It might be pareidolia, but I've literally just walked this muddy pathway here, okay? Now, to my right there's a holly bush. And where I'm stood just now, there was a thwack, as if you had a big stick and you just whack. And the holly bush, part of it shook. And I'm stood here, but I'm facing, looking that way. Holy shit. Oh, there's a person there. Christ, bike. So I don't know what the hell, but the atmosphere in here is completely changed.
it's scary. It's pitch black over there.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. I had a weird.
The old village, Billy's village. His granddad got blew up down on the.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I've just bumped into a woman as I was explaining that little encounter by the holly bush there, and she wasn't walking the dog, she's probably just come out for a walk. It turns out she lives in one of those houses that I pointed out earlier. She seemed a little bit nervous because I was approaching her and I saw her and I thought, what the hell? What are they? Well, chatting to her for about 10 minutes and fascinated with the paranormal, and her and her other half. And she tells me that sometimes she looks out of the back window, as I would do, and she's seen things here, but she can't pinpoint sort of what these things are basically. But yeah, there's definitely something going on in these woods. I know there's an aeroplane contaminating the sound, as usual, but I've had to stop on my tracks because just behind me I've heard, you know when a jogger runs by and it's like stomp stomp on the ground? I've heard that, and there's no jogger. You know, somebody heavy-footed. I tell you what, the atmosphere in this place changes all the time. One minute you feel calm and peaceful, and then the next you just feel like you're surrounded. You feel like you're surrounded and closed in, and that's what I feel like now. Is there anybody here with me? Are any spirits? If you want to come forward and show yourself, that's what I'm here for. We can have a nice conversation. I'd still like to know why you roam this forest. Right, this section here, I decided to stop because I had a really sort of weird feeling that I was being enclosed. So I thought, well, why not? If that's the case, let's do a call out with this. Are there any spirits with me in this area? That was weird. My name is Dave. Can you repeat my name in here? I'm looking for the entities of the black-eyed children. Right, I had to stop for a second because the guy walked past with two massive, very unfriendly dogs. Yeah. I've got a couple of weird voices in there. try it again. If I get disturbed again, I'm just going to move on, because obviously there's going to be many dog walkers around. Right, once again, my name is Dave. I'm in search for the paranormal in Cannock Chase. I'm looking for the entities of the black-eyed child. Could a black-eyed child come forward or communicate through this device that I'm holding? I wonder if a black-eyed child has a name. Would you have a name? You could maybe tell me who you are. Could you say my name in this device? Then I know you're with me. Sound like Peter. My name's not Peter. My name is Dave. Are there any children with me? Talk into this device, please. Particularly black-eyed children. Maybe the spirits of the three girls are the black-eyed children. I don't think they are, but maybe it's a possibility. So calling out the spirit of Margaret Reynolds, Diane Tift, or Christine Darby. Could you maybe say your name in this device so I know that you're here with me? Or even better, if you could show yourself. There's some strange little words coming out into this one today. I shall get the headphones on that later on. Hopefully there's something relevant to why, to what I'm doing here comes through this. Go on, one last time. I'm after the spirits or the entities of the black-eyed children. Could you tell me, are the black-eyed children an evil entity? Are the black-eyed children friendly? Do the black-eyed children mean everybody harm? Am I safe here? Hardly. What does it sound like? Is it advisable for me to move? Am I okay to stay here? Well, if anybody's trying to communicate with me through this device, I want to say thank you. few words that came through there. See the little doggy. Another dog walker. I've had to stop for a few minutes to let the dog walker past. Not let him pass, but you know what I mean. I'm thinking I'm running out of time where this place is probably going to get a little bit busier now. So I just quickly tried the spirit talker and right, I'm calling out for any spirits of Cannock Chase. I'm here today in the search of black-eyed children. There's been a black-eyed children recently seen in within the last week here. Could you confirm maybe on this device that you have been seen? Could you maybe tell me your name? My name's Dave. Could you tell me your name on this device, please? Wow, temperature drop. I know I'm outside and you know, but it's gone bloody cold. The sun has disappeared, or it's disappearing. Wow, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Come on, spirits, I'm here for a paranormal encounter today. Would you like to communicate through this device in my hand, this phone? Just a few words, just to confirm.
You're misinterpreting me.
Well, I don't understand how I'm misinterpreting you because I haven't had a communication from you. Not that I'm aware of anyway. I've asked you for your name. Could you give me your name maybe? It's deadly still. Again, the atmosphere has changed. Wow. Just an overwhelming feeling of, I can't say what it is. It's not dread, it's not fear. It's just enclosure again. It's like I'm claustrophobic. I feel enclosed. I feel surrounded. But I'm surrounded by trees and that's it.
I've been following you.
Oh, not scary at all. You've been following me. Well, if you've been following me, why don't you not let me see you so we can have a conversation? If you've been following me, what I was going to do, guys, I was going to do a big circle around. I was going to head behind the camera that way. But I think I might head back the way I come. So if you've been following me, now it's my turn to follow you on the way back. Are you willing to show yourself to me? Are you willing to show yourself on this camera? And again, I've asked if you could tell me what your name is.
Evidence.
Yes, that's exactly what the camera's for, to capture evidence. Evidence of your existence, evidence of the paranormal. Do I dare even say it? I've just seen something at the corner of my eye, and when I look at it, it's gone. frustrating. Paranormal investigation can be frustrating because when you see something, I think, ooh, my first reaction is to grab that camera and point it. But the second you see it, it's gone. Come on, spirits, please. You've been following me. Why don't you not come and approach me now?
No, I didn't.
You didn't what? You just said that you've been following me, that now you're telling me that you didn't.
In the name of death.
In the name of death. Okay. You wasn't by any chance, you didn't by any chance die here, did you? I know there was many people killed here during the war. There was a hospital just over the way there, where prisoners were brought back from the front line in the First and the Second World War. A lot of them were like mustard gas victims and stuff like that. Bloody horrible. It was a training exercise area. Something might have gone wrong. I'm only saying war era. Things could have happened way before that time. Spirits, I'm going to call out one last time. I would love a name. I would love a confirmation of a black-eyed child in this area. When you said that you was following me, are you going to follow me back to the car now? Or am I going to follow you back to the car? Maybe you could come forward and show yourself on the way back.
You were celebrated.
I'm celebrated. Well, I don't think so. Anyway, spirits, I'm going to turn this device off now. I want to thank you for communicating with this. And I fully expect on the way back to the car, maybe pick up your apparition on the camera, or the spirit or entity of a black-eyed child. Christ, it's cold. Well guys, as you can see, I'm making my way back in the general direction of where the car is now. I feel that the spirit box session was quite interesting, but I feel that the spirit talker wasn't so much, apart from the freaky part where it says, I've been following you. So, calling out to any spirits, or even any black-eyed child, if you have communicated with me, or you are communicating with me, to the spirit that said that you was following me. Are you following me now? Am I picking you up on my camera behind me? Or have the tables turned? Am I now following you? I just checked the temperature on my phone before. 1 degree. 1 degree. When I get home, I'm having a cup of hot Bovril. Not sponsored, but if Bovril wants to sponsor my videos. Oh wow, it's got so bloody cold now. Should be back at the car in about 10 minutes, all being well. I know it's weird and it's a stereotypical thing to say when you say, oh, I feel like I'm being followed. But I feel like I'm being followed. And in front of me there's two, well there's one definite dog walker, there's another person coming this way. There's nobody behind me. Two dog walkers.
Trying to avoid a pack of dogs coming this way.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, don't need that. Pack of dogs. As long as the dogs are with people. Well guys, I'm going to bring this video to an end. Hopefully it's been a little successful in the short paranormal investigation there. I would absolutely love it if I picked up the disembodied voices, especially in the parts where I felt that I was being followed or where I felt that I was surrounded by something. Now that would be interesting. So yeah, as always, Cannock Chase never fails. Beautiful place. But yeah, sadly having to bring this video to an end. I've got to get back, get a few bits done, get on with my day, you know, the usual. So, but anywho, I want to say thank you all for watching the video. Please don't forget, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit the post notification for all upcoming videos. And don't forget to share the hell out of the videos. Let the rest of the world see these videos that I'm doing. So with that, I want to say thank you all again. And I'll see you all guys in the next video. Take care, stay safe. Bye for now.